The key to align automation with complex regulations like HIPAA, SOC 2, or GDPR is to adopt compliance by design. So while you are designing your project itself, you think of having compliance with that, and bring the policy what is supporting that compliance as part of your code. So when you are writing or when you are using the technology, those policies which are giving you those complaints has to be part of the code. Before automating, you must know exactly what data you have, where it is, and its risk profile. Proactively identifying the highest risk data processing activities for automation. So first you identify which are the high risk items which you need to do for processing. And based on that, you build your policy compliances as and when you are going to access that data. Every automated process must be governed by principles that meet the strictest requirement of all three frameworks if your organization is subject to all three, or the specific framework your organization is subject to. Automation logic is designed to only collect, process, and store the absolute minimum data required. So you have to expose the minimum amount of data only to automation. For tasks that don't need the full record, use pseudonymized or anonymized data. So if you don't need all the variables in a record, you only give access to the fields which is required. Compliance should be ongoing check enforced by code. So the code has to enforce at each level that this compliance is happening, not a post-audit manual review. Use tools that continuously scan the automation environment for compliance drift. Automate evidence collection. So as and when we are doing, you also collect the evidence, how the data is used, where the data is used, what is being used. All those evidences also you should automate for audits. In essence, you must treat compliance requirements similar to functional or non-functional requirement. So when you are taking your functional or non-functional requirement from the users, you also have to take the compliance and use that for automation from day one and not as an afterthought. Then only your compliance to all these three frameworks, what we have talked about, will be up to the mark and without any audit objections.